Hi, my dear friends, welcome to Finvest Talk YouTube channel. So, today I'm going to talk about a very good story that is especially for young adults. Imagine you are a 19-year-old, then you are getting a very good disposable income at your hand, and then you are visiting different ports, different countries. You are getting paid the foreign duty allowance in dollars. Is it not wonderful? The same thing happened around 28, somewhere around 28 to 25 years back when I joined Indian Navy after my training. So our ship used to visit different ports. Then being a single, around 19 or 20 years old, that time disposable income of good standard. So leave alone the hardships we used to take, and then during the course of our way of life, Navy life is very tough and then it's challenging also. But during the course of life, your food, shelter, accommodation is taken care. Whatever the salary you are getting is 100% disposable. You don't have to do anything. And then allowances. What did you do? So I started spending like that, going for parasailing, boating, wherever, whichever the port we went, started enjoying. One divisional officer, that is our just like a bigger brother or father figure, we used to call them divisional officer, departmental head. He caught hold on me. Prashant, you are wasting money. You have to save. So if you save it disciplinedly from now on, at the end of your retirement or whenever you are leaving service, definitely it will be a good man. So imagine, exactly after 15 years when I left service, I remembered that officer and thanked him. He has advised me, because we used to have those days defense pension fund. It has given 12% rate of return those days. Compounding, the interest on interest will get added. So I got a very good money when I came out of service. Yes, friends, today's video, along the way I have learned a lot of financial lessons whilst in service, whilst in course of experience, and then for being in financial services sector post my retirement around 13-14 years. Today I'm going to tell about the 10 golden rules of just for young adults. I repeat again, 10 golden rules for young adults, those who have just started earning money, even for the one who is a young couples. So it's definitely for them. Please watch this video. It will help you in a long way in planning, in doing financial planning for you and your family. Please subscribe, comment, like. Let us go to the video now. Yes, 10 golden financial rule for young adults. Yes, my dear friends, this is especially for young adults. They should know how to take care of their personal finances. Today, if you see, a lot of people are getting a very good high disposable income salary, but they are investing by hit and trail, WhatsApp forwards, and then they are directly entering to the market. A couple of years back, Bitcoin frenzy has taken place. Bitcoin, as you say, there is no underlying value. Still, people are investing a lot of money. Some people have got benefited, but in my funda, I stay away from Bitcoins because of inherently there is no value, underlying value in it. And having said that, 10 financial rules for young adults. If you follow this, definitely you will stay better off than others, those who are doing hit and trial method. So this is a very time tested rule accepted by most of the financial pundits. Today I'm going to share it about it, and then do your own calculation how to do that. And these rules are like a thumb rules. You should follow, you can follow it. So if you follow this, definitely you will be better off than not doing it. Right? With this, let's go to the topic. Pay yourself first. Whenever you get salary or money or income or profit, you should pay yourself first by putting money into savings. You should save first. Like that officer who had told me to save money in PF. No, he was not a financial consultant, but he told me a very good advice. So do this as soon as you get paid. Immediately. The first thing is that to pay yourself first, and then automate the process if possible. So automate means was nowadays, so there is a ECS is there, Electronic Clearing Services, NACH, NIFT. So all those things. You can give a mandate. So on particular point of time, whenever your salary is getting credited, or whenever you are getting profit, or periodically once in 3 months, quarterly, half yearly, you can save this amount to in a particular investment. Which are all the investment? Let us go to our my asset allocation video. So there you will find it how to do that. So we'll also see there's a margin, that is thumb rule, that how to do asset allocation in the coming slides. Next, keep 6 months emergency fund. Yes, so most of the youngsters do not have emergency fund. So emergency fund is very, very important. As you see in the picture, any medical emergency, just a medical emergency or any other emergency can come in the family. Definitely at that point of time, you should not be forced to borrow at a higher rate of interest. So you will have to have minimum emergency fund. Say how much the minimum emergency fund? You have to build first, right? As soon as you start earning money, emergency fund at least 6 months expenses. Okay, as you put on more and more number of professional years, definitely you will having multiple streams of income. If you got a multiple streams of income, 3 months may suffice, because 3 months emergency fund, other passive income started coming in, that will take care a little bit. But if you are just started up earning, consider saving up to 12 months of emergency expenses. Your target, if you are an early joiner or a new professional join into job market, so aim for 12 months of emergency fund. But if you are other kind of person, that is 6 months is sufficient. Otherwise, if you are got other streams of income like rental or dividend or some other income, so then you can have 3 months is sufficient for you. But emergency fund is very, very important. Don't touch it. Try to build up according to your inflation, according to your growth in salary, growth in income. Your emergency fund should keep on growing for 6 months at least. So that is the thumb rule number 2. Thirdly, budgeting. Budgeting is very, very important. No, most of the people do not do budgeting. I have been public enemy many times saying that, have you budgeted it? So people are not doing budgeting. So whenever you get money, save first and then budget it, then you start spending money, right? So some people ridicule budget Padmanabhan. In Tamil movie, there will be one person called doing budgeting all the time. So budget Padmanabhan, people would say, why it is going back? Yeah. So budgeting, how you should do the budgeting? Use the 50-30-20 rule. Allocate 50% of your income to essential needs. Essential means what? Your roti, kapda, makan, that is food, shelter, clothing. 50%, you should not exceed more than 50%. For shelter, EMI should not be more than 30% of your salary or income, monthly income. So there should be cap of 30%. So 30% you can spend it to discretionary wants. So you would like to have something like a flashy mobile, or you should have a smart TV or two-wheeler, anything else. So for those things, 30% you can spend, and then 20% of your income into savings. How you should do savings and investing? 20% divide into 10%. 10% for the long-term investing, 10% for the short-term. I would rather say that you should do kind of a 30-30, and then 10% for retirement, 15% for long term, 15% of short term. You go to my asset allocation video, I will explain you, but this is the bare minimum, my dear friends. So without confusing, I would say 50-30-20. So 50% into essential needs, 30% to discretionary wants, and then 20% of income in savings and investing. In 20%, how you should do? 10% for the long term. Long term means not 1 year. Some people say 1 year is long term. No, 10, you add one more zero. 10 years is the long term investment, minimum 10 years. So I've been investing for 15 years and all. It has giving a lot of compounding effect, as I told you earlier. Minimum 10 years is the long term investment. Short term is 5 years, my dear friends. There is no in between that. Though long term can be 15 years also. So go long term for 15 or 20 years, long casting in your career, and then at the same time, short term you should have 10%. Short term means what? Immediate. If you're getting married, next to child education in the KG school, you need money. So for that 5 years you should save. So another 5 years, the child is going to the some other expenses. So short term 10%, long term 10%. Like this, if you do, definitely you will be better off, more confident in you will exert. You will not go unnecessary loans or any other things. So budget it. Whatever salary you are getting, whatever income you are getting. So even husband and wife sit together, do this budgeting. Definitely it will help you. Number 4, divide your arrears or bonus income into thirds. Suppose if you got arrears, like I got OROP, I'm going to get one rank, one pension, or any other arrears, or any windfall, or from parental, something you are getting. So such big, huge arrears, what will you do? So people will directly go for discretionary spending. Yes, I wanted to buy that 55-inch smart TV. I will buy that first. I will buy the Apple iPhone 14. So people directly will go and buy that iPhone for 1 lakh rupees or something. So before doing that, have discipline in you. So how you should do? I got a small chart here. So loan repayment, whatever the pending loan repayment, first you should repay the loan. Okay, 30%. If you got any loan, do the loan repayment. If you got 1 lakh rupees, means 30,000 rupees you just to pay that. If you got arrears or bonus or any windfall gain, 1 lakh, say 1 lakh, 30,000 rupees you pay to the loan repayment. 30% long term investment you do it. And then wants, whatever you want to spend, fun. Wants is different from need. Wants is that if I have this one, I'll feel better. Those things are wants, not needs. You just spend, don't be conjuice. Go and spend 30% of whatever you got, and then 10%, my dear friend, give it to charity. So this will come a long way. So in the financial planning, you should also have, many people are not touching, many influencers are telling that how to save money, how to increase your returns, but 10% you should do charity also. Charity gives a lot of satisfaction to you. So whenever you get a windfall, or you can do it in a month on wise also, if you do 10% charity, that needy people, those who do not get the opportunity during, like you or me, so they will be getting opportunity. You will be savior for them. The energy of giving will come back to you 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times. So always give. Just to start from today or this month onwards or this year onwards, charity 10% of your salary. Aim to have 10%. So imagine the amount of satisfaction you are going to get. Definitely it will give a lot of satisfaction, lot of happiness in you, and then you will start earning more. So because if you are doing charity, next year you will want to give more money, right? So 10%, I get taken a few minutes in charity alone, because you should do charity. I encourage it, wherever you would like, child education. So and then for old age people, or medical or chronic diseases like cancer or any other things. So it is just like giving money to the God, right? So people, in the form of you, God is coming and giving to you. They will appreciate it. Yes, my dear friend, without boring you, loan repayment 30%, long term investment 30%, wants 30%, and charity, don't forget the charity. Then when you get an increment, what do you do? Oh my God, will you never allow me to spend money? We people will be asking. Yes, you can do, my dear friends, but measure it and spend it. How you should do? Simple. Savings, you do 80%, you do savings and investment. 40% for savings, 40% for investment. Savings means what? It is a debt instruments where you are getting likely to get interest. Safer investment. And then more risk taking, 40%. Then 20% go to lifestyle expenses. So whenever I used to do in olden days, before these rules and all, I was not knowing, still whenever I used to get some kind of arrears or increment, that year I'll spend equal amount of money in savings, equal amount in somewhere in spending. So because that time salary was very less, we were doing like this. Nowadays disposable income is very good, so you should increase more into savings and investment, and 20% into lifestyle expenses. So people generally, what they do, if their financial position getting better, people also increase their lifestyle. Lifestyle means what? Still yesterday I was going in scooter to office, means tomorrow I will buy bullet for 2.5 lakh rupees. So it means my lifestyle has increased. Not only that, along with bullet, I will also buy other accessories. That will also cost another 15 to 20,000 rupees. That is a contagion effect. Next, I will buy something else. I will go for a longer trip. See, likewise, my lifestyle has changed, no? So I will buy according to the what kind of shoe I'm going to wear. So the lifestyle expenses is like just like it won't stop, my dear friends, because you have to curtail living below your means. You should live one step below our means. If I am able to spend that much money, you should stop. So don't have immediate gratification. Yes, instant noodle, I got money, I'll spend everything and show off. See, my dear friends, by showing off, nobody is going to get impressed. If somebody is coming in a flashy car, it is only the experience these people are having, right? Experience means other, how we are they are going to say. Suppose if you are seeing somebody coming in BMW or Merc, so what will you think? Will you see that person? Of course you will see, but immediately what you will feel, if I am sitting in the driver's seat, how would I feel? This is what the exactly experience will happen whenever you are seeing. Nobody is going to see that person whether he is coming in car or something. So don't imitate others' lifestyle and then try to match your standard with their standard. If you start doing that, definitely you will have no money to save. At the in case of any emergency, definitely you will have a tough time. But for this, you will have to have savings. Whereas if you got enough savings, enough net worth with you, you will feel confidence in you. The way you walk, the way you talk, you will not need somebody's approval to impress on someone. So no need of, so you don't live a life of to impress somebody. You live the life to satisfaction. You will live the life to being confident. So that is the key point here. Then save first, right? We will go to next slide. Avoid high interest and bad debts at all cost. High interest debts and bad debts at all cost means what? Don't never ever get into the loans. Bad debts means high interest rates. For instance, credit card withdrawals. Credit card is good when you are doing purchases, but it is bad when you are withdrawing money. So what happens if you don't pay? You will end up, see, if you got money the end of the month, if suppose if I am spending 10,000 rupees or 15,000 rupees, whatever the amount of money I am using credit card for, that I definitely know that next month from this I have made an auto debit, it will get debited, no problem. You are able to. So but if you are drawing money like cash withdrawals and then you are not paying, means the interest rate will go up somewhere between some 36% to 42%, and then interest on investment. So you will be in the debt trap. So never ever do credit card withdrawals. And then personal loans. Personal loans are very easy to get. At the same time, if you get the habit of getting personal loan for any silly things, you will also be in the debt trap. You will never be able to come out. Avoid at all cost. Then nowadays many money tap loans means app based loans are there. So most of the money tap loans are banned or unregulated. Please do not fall and tell your better off also. They may not be aware. So tell them that money taps loans are very bad. They are using all kind of tricks to get that money back, and then interest rates are very high. So they will give you a small amount of money like 10,000 or 15,000 or 20,000, but the amount of interest will be very high, skyrocketing. The moment you don't pay, they will use all the techniques to harass you. So many people have taken a wrong decision and then they were suffering personally also. I don't want to say what all the consequences, but never do that. Completely avoid these money tap loans apps. When buying a car, yes, everybody wants to buy a car nowadays, no matter how bad the road is. So we are seeing the potholes. Among the potholes, we find a little bit of roads here and there at times. But even then, people are very happy to buy a flashy car. So flashy car means kicker. Given the kicker, it comes earlier. So always first look for the pre-owned car, my dear friends. It will save a lot of money. The moment car comes out of the showroom, it loses somewhere around 30% of its value on the same day. So if you I was not able to, I just forgot to hide this. Here is a kicker. Always look for pre-owned car at a bargain rate before a new car buying, right? So there are very good cars, even 1 or 2 year old, you will get it at a bargain rate. Still, if you are going for a new car, follow this 24-10 rule. So what is this? First rule is that what is the down payment you have to do? Down payment. Second is the tenure. Third is the amount of EMI. So look at that flashy car. Even by looking at car, I would like to buy this, but I will not buy. Right? So 20% down payment. 20% down payment means whenever you buy car, make sure that you are paying 20% down payment. Then make sure that the tenure is only 4 years. Don't extend it to too long. Right? If it is possible, you pay extra and close the loan as early as possible. And then EMI should be less than 10% of your monthly income. So if your salary is 1 lakh means your EMI, car EMI should not be exceeding 10,000 rupees. If your salary is 50,000, your car EMI should not be more than 5,000 rupees. So that way you can keep the debts in control, loans in control, so that it applies to even to the housing loan also. EMI should not exceed more than 30%. At all cost, all EMIs, any debts, should not exceed more than 30% of your total income. So this is to buy a car, this is the rule, my dear friends, note it down. And then rule of 72 and rule of 70 is very, very, very important. So rule of 72 means what? If a bank, when will my money will get double, right? So if a bank FD returns 6%, when your money will get double? In 12 years. Okay. So if your rate of return is 12% in stock market, when your money will get double? 6 years. So if it is 13 or 14%, somewhere around in 4.5 years. So then only the money will get double. That is rule of 72. Then rule of 72 inflation. So inflation also you should know. If inflation is 7% today, it would take approximately 10 years for prices to double. In other words, I would say that whatever salary, if 10% is at say 10 years back, if I was drawing salary 1 lakh rupees, means today its value is somewhere around 25,000 only because of inflation, right? Half it has come with them. So how much money you should have when you are going to retire? That time you can calculate. Suppose if you think that in another 10 years I am going to retire, I should have minimum of same standard. Today if I am drawing 1 lakh salary, means in 20 years time, 10 years time, how much it should be? I should have minimum of 2 lakhs income per month income to beat the inflation, keep up the inflation, not to beat the inflation. So if the inflation rate is 7%, similarly if the inflation is 10%, what will happen? In 7 years the purchasing power will go down by half in 7 years. So this rule of 70 is very much essential to plan your retirement and then future value of money, how much you need. So definitely this inflation, these are all the basic rule, my dear friends. Definitely note it down. It will come a long way in your career. Know your human life value. My dear friends, this is a spreadsheet I have made. I know that you will be allergic to spreadsheet. Still, I would say that, see, supposing if you are 25-year-old today, then annual income is 15 lakhs. Retirement age you are thinking somewhere around 65. So because of longevity, so people tend to work for a long time. People, those who are saying I will retire in 50, 55, these are all the, I don't agree with that as far as I am concerned. People can easily work up to 65 because we have to increase our working years to take care of non-working years. Non-working year means up to 25 you are not working, 25 you start, and then up to 65, 40 years you are working. Again from 65 to 85 or 90 or 95, because of longevity, medical advancement, we are going to live longer and longer. So another say 95, up to 95 we are going to live. 30 years we are going to live without income, right? If you got any passive income, that's fine, but actively working, you may not be working and then you may not earning any money. But that 35 years for you and your spouse, suppose if she or he is not able to go work, then 60 years of two human beings you have to take care. So that is why you have to work little longer, as long as possible. Don't sit at home. So retirement 65, and then annual expenses today, if it is 10 lakhs rupees, inflation somewhere around 7% means, and then replacement ratio. Replacement ratio means If this money is not there, how much is required? That is 30% of minimum amount is required to sustain. Years of income needed, 35 years, means from 65 to another 35. So how much for? I have taken only 60 years, my dear friends. And then total human life value is 1 crore 42 lakh. If you are 25 years, total human life value will be 1 crore 42 lakh 59,000 will be the human value. Today's your current value is minimum of minimum 1.42. This method is called income replacement method. Okay, income replacement. If this is the amount is there, then you can get a same amount of 30% of whatever you are drawing. You will continue to get for this another 35 years by putting this into FD or any debt income. If you are 30 years means you are just forget about this retirement years. For this calculation, I have taken 60. Beg your pardon. So 30. Consider this third column as 60. Here 30 years. 1.2 crore if you need. Suppose if you are 45 years earning 15 lakh rupees, retiring at the age of 60 means you need another 20 years you are going to work. Your human life value is 89 lakhs you should have. So this is the formula, my dear friends. You can just use it in your own Excel sheet. Then it's just to put it this cell numbers instead of this annual income. Put cell number and then do this calculation. It will come very easily. You can also comment if there is any mistake. I will come back to you and correct it. But it is general. There are different methods of human life value. One is that income replacement. Another is that expenses need based one, right? So how much? So this is what this is a simple formula of need based how much. It is a value calculation, present value of future earnings. I have made this one, and take this formula and use it for your own purpose. It is a very, so supposing 25 years means 15 lakhs if he is earning, means how much if he is required? 1 lakh, 1 crore 42 lakhs 59,000 and order. This is the value, human value. This is the basic minimum. So where I am coming next? Here human life value. If you are younger, your HLV is higher because you are got a lot many years of service left, and this 50,000 will be the debt I have taken, and then sorry, this is the human life value. It says that 50 lakhs, 1 crore, and then 1.5 crore. So if you are 25 years old means the highest human life value because long years of service. It doesn't mean that older people don't have value. This is basically calculation for insurance purpose. It means what? Younger people have to take more insurance in order to, for them in case of absence, how much family is needed to for them to replace their income, right? Emotional loss will be there. Emotional, nobody can give back that person, but at the same time this 1.5 crore at least will protect their family and then give them the same amount of income whatever they are having today, at least to a certain percent exchange they will be getting. So my dear friends, it is very important to have insurance for you. So if you know your human life value, according to your human life value, this is scientifically calculated. Check that whether you have got that much insurance or not. If you are not taking insurance means you means that person, that X person will be putting their family into severe financial risk in case of anything happens. Okay, my dear friends, I request you all to take insurance according to their human life value. And finally, 24 hours rule. This 24 hours rule has worked me wonders. I will tell you simply. Somewhere in 99, 98, one of my senior, he said that whenever I go and purchase something, I'll just put off for that one day, postpone for one day buying decision. So whenever you want to purchase something, you feel good. Supposing if you want to buy a smartwatch, if you want to buy that flashy sports cycle, so somewhere around you go there, yes, I got some windfall amount, then 30% within the, if it falls in that 30% also. Earlier I told you, no, so whenever you are getting that 30 and then 10% charity, so in that 30% also, you just give a thought whether I should buy that 30% or not. Then put off for one day, put off just for 24 hours. Ask yourself, should I really need this? This will avoid inculcating the impulse purchase habit. Many people know, just they go, nowadays UPI has come, tang, the message comes UPI, you just put a UPI ID, money is taken. So you would not feel that money is going away. In olden days, you will have to take the wallet and then go to ATM, withdraw the money, then only you are paying. Even nowadays, any amount of money, we are just giving that UPI, scanning it and spending money. It has increased the spending culture. My dear friends, this is a golden rule, 24 hours rule. You just follow. Whenever you want to purchase, hold for 24 hours. Please do it for 1 month. Definitely you will come back and please comment it how it has decreased your impulsive purchases, right? And then one more idea I would get, even till this day I will do. Whenever you get salary, you are getting message, isn't it? So what you should do, go to log in your bank account detail, take out the account statement PDF, then highlight it with the different colors, choose different color, right? If it is needed, make it green. If you have made investment, put a green highlighter. If you have made any discretionary, put a pink or red highlighter, pink highlighter, right? If you got something like that, normal expenses, different colors like yellow. So make this one, and then identify that highlighted which are on the pink color, which are all the discretionary expenses where you could have avoided, right? So if you do this for every month, definitely you will find that where all the leak is happening, that is unnecessary discretionary expenses happening, and then definitely it will reduce your discretionary expenses, and then your bank balance will become more and more better and better, my dear friends. So I think this is the last slide. Yes, my dear friends, if you do this, definitely you will have one big happy family. Best wishes to you and your family. Please subscribe, comment and share for having this 10 rules. The least currency to pass on is just to subscribe this channel, and please comment it. Whatever you feel, please comment it. I'll come back. If you got any queries, I'll just share with you. So thank you, my dear friends. Thank you. Bye bye.